By the way, I love the music that this plays.
You can mute us, by the way. There's a mute microphone button.
Okay.
So if you want to see.
I mean, I can probably just cut this part.
All right.
Whatever.
Nice turret up there.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. We're at a point now where we can actually control them. At the current rate, we'll soon know all we need to know about the Guardians and the Divine Beasts. And should Ganon ever show itself again, we'll be well positioned to defend ourselves.
What are you doing out here, Zelda?
I was assessing the results of the experiment with the Guardians. These pieces of ancient technology could be quite useful against them.
I know that. They are essential to Hyrule's future, and our research demands that we keep a close eye on them. However, as the princess, you currently have a crucial unfulfilled responsibility to your kingdom. Let me ask you once more, when will you stop treating this as some sort of childish game?
I'm doing everything I can. I'll have you know that I just recently returned from the Spring of Courage, where I offered every ounce of my prayers to the goddess.
And now you are here wasting your time. You need to be dedicating every moment you have to your training. You must be single-minded in unlocking the power that will seal Calamity Ganon away.
I already am. Don't you see? There's nothing more I can do. My hope is that you'll allow me to contribute here in whatever way I can.
No more excuses, Zelda. Stop running away from your duty. As the king, I forbid you to have anything to do with these machines from this moment on, and command you to focus on your training. Do you know how the gossip mongers refer to you? They are out there at this moment, whispering amongst themselves that you are the heir to a throne of nothing but failure. It is woven into your destiny that you prove them wrong. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
So Roham's a dick. Roham's a right dick.
A little bit,
And
maybe?
hey, so that's all of them done.
Yeah.
Finally, that's an achievement.
Yeah, you got everything.
And now I'm gonna duck behind before that turret sees me. Okay, I'm good. And
There's still a memory quest. Ooh.
what?
There's one more thing on your memory quest.
I'm not gonna leave right now. We're gonna go kill Ganon, and then I'll go talk to Impa afterwards.
Okay.
So okay, hold on, real quick. After you kill Ganon, does it like save there, or does it like put you like right before?
I think it saves at the moment where like right before you enter the room, it will like there's an I don't know. I always save there, so I don't know if it's an auto save or if it's my last save.
Oh, I found Zelda's room.
Stalker? What are you doing here?
It was an accident. I want that sword. Give me it. It's a good one.
Actually, you did a bad thing. There was something very cool that you could have found up there in the tower.
You're telling this to me now?
Well, I totally forgot about it.
So, whoa. This is a conspiracy theory. Well, okay. Please be a diary. Yep.
See, there's another diary out there.
Alright, reading the diary. Let's see. I left to research the ancient time. Now again, research. Dr. Tom from far. I can't let the relics. Stop him. Blah blah blah. Fortune teller. Who's that?
Yeah, there's a fortune teller in this thing. I don't know. Never seen him or her. Maybe it's Impa. Who knows?
You absolutely know, and you're just dicking with me now, aren't you?
I really don't know.
Oh, okay. Ardania.
Or do I?
Wait, so Link is canon completely silent, even when talking to Zelda.
Yes.
Alright.
But I mean, it's weird because there's this moment where like you see where Link has to explain something to someone else. And he's clearly talking. I mean, he's clearly like doing the gestures of like talking to someone else. And
right.
That's a nice thing to talk about. The voice acting or lack thereof in some areas of this game.
Right.
What do you think of that? Its inclusion or whatever.
I like that they have voice acting. It makes it feel like a bigger game. It makes it feel like Nintendo's kind of finally stepping into like we're making this big product. Like if you remember Skyward Sword, right?
Yes.
That had some voice acting, but it kind of felt flat and it felt like it was like a afterthought. Like, hey, we should probably make something for
There
these
wasn't voice acting. It was all text.
I mean,
It was
the cutscenes had the cutscenes had voices though. It may have still been grunts, but it still had voices.
Yeah.
But it's like hearing Zelda talk for the first time when you wake up in the shrine. Big moment, right?
Yes. That's the first thing you hear. It's like, open your eyes. That's...
It's a really... Like, it has an impact to it.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to undersell it. The voice they gave her doesn't feel like Zelda. It doesn't sound like Princess Zelda should sound in my head. It's nothing against the voice actress. It's just that it's
not what you thought Zelda would sound like.
Yeah, it's not like what I would have in the last several games from Ocarina of Time onward. I never thought that grown-up Princess Zelda would have sounded like who's the voice actress?
I don't know.
I don't remember her name.
I don't know it by heart.
I looked it up like 2 days ago. And
I've seen interviews with her. I just don't remember.
It's like nothing against her, the voice actress. It just I don't feel like that was the right choice. Maybe it feels a little off.
I could see that. I mean it seemed a little off to me. I know. I kind of stopped caring about her voice acting after a while, after seeing a couple of the memories and all that. Like, I can deal with it. I don't care. I found, although I will say, if you change the language settings in Breath of the Wild to be in Latin American Spanish, and you have you see the cutscenes, Latina Zelda is the best Zelda you could get in this game. If you want a more proper Zelda, you want to go for the German version.
I've heard that the German Zelda is like apparently one of the best ones.
Yeah, like I hear the German voice acting was like spot on for the game. Too bad I don't know German.
Right, yeah. I know several words in German. I could not make a sentence out of them.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, I found Rivali's voice excellent, and he had a lot of personality. Like I loved Rivali.
I may be biased in this because I've always loved the Gorons, but I felt like Daruk was spot on for exactly what I thought a Goron champion should have sounded like.
Right? Like I think the Gorons sounded.
The Gorons sound fucking exactly how I imagined they would have sounded all the way back from Ocarina of Time.
Even the annoying kid, his voice kind of.
What was his name? Yanabo? Something like that?
Yeah, like it fit with the character.
Like, the Gorons are spot on. Like, of all the voice acting in this game, I feel like the Rito and the Gorons are exactly what they should have been.
Yes.
Mipha, I'm still on the fence about. Because, like, the Zora, she sounds kind of odd for Zora. Again, it's like, it's nothing against the voice actress. It just, I don't feel like the voice goes with the
to be honest,
race.
what does Zora look
her
like?
Character,
I mean, maybe we had an idea of that, but it was never really what Nintendo intended. It's because there was never a voice before.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, but Mifa was kind of weird, especially when you're in the Van Ruta, when you're like inside and you hear a voice. I was confused. I was like, "Is this Zelda?"
Yeah, I thought
or
it was Zelda.
Is this Mifa? Because I just couldn't tell which one it was. It wasn't until like later on, it's like, "Oh, it's actually Mifa." Okay, great.
Right.
Yeah, I find those two very similar. And Urbosa, my gosh,
Urbosa, again, spot on.
Perfect.
Oh, even what was the name of the leader of the Gerd of the child? Ru, I don't know.
Rahi,
Rahi,
something like that.
something like that. Even her, like in that one short cutscene where she says hello to you, and then never has a voice again. Still, exactly what I meant. It's just I don't know what it is. Mifa, I kind of understand. Like when I first heard her, I was like, "This is weird." After I kind of understood her character,
it makes sense.
It makes more sense that she's a soft-spoken kind of laid, like sit back support kind of character. She is a very timid princess. It makes perfect sense for her to sound the way she does, and I kind of got on board with that. The Goron, spot on. The Rito, spot on. Urbosa and Raihi, I feel ashamed I don't know her name. Spot on.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Zelda that makes me think that's not
Not
Zelda.
right. Yeah.
Like even Rohan.
Yeah,
Rohan
King's just right.
sounds right. Zelda just feels weird. It's again, I want to emphasize it. It's nothing against.
And the Great Deku Tree also sounds good.
The Deku Tree kind of threw me for a loop when I started talking. I didn't realize it was the Deku Tree at first.
Yeah, I mean, I find two comments on that. I find Mifa's relationship with Link. I think that was probably one-sided. As otherwise, Nintendo's making canon that Link likes to mingle with fish.
So, seeing their interactions made me think of a beautiful little piece of fan content that came out of Undertale. Where someone just had a dancing Undyne and a song going on in the background.
Oh my god.
You may recognize this. Damn, that's a sexy fish. That's a sexy
Yeah.
fish. That was the first thing I thought of when I saw that Link had the hots for a fish. I was like, yep, this is happening.
I think every freaking woman in this game has a heart for Link.
Yep.
Like-
Have you been to Sammy's spot up in Hebra? The
Yes.
snowboarding lady?
Yes.
Even her, like, talking to her, she goes, population, us. And I can only imagine that came out in a real, like, flirty, like, hey, baby, it's just you and me. Up here in the cold. How about we get warm
Everybody has a
together?
heart for Link. I mean, even Reg admitted, I think that Link is hot. I'm like, okay, sure. I mean,
All right.
okay, whatever. That and the second thing is that Rivali was literally ripped. Like, how do we make a Bluebird character? Let's go to Star Fox. Do you have a Bluebird character? Yes. Can we borrow it? Sure. Put it here. Tweak a couple of things. Give him a bow. There you go. There's Rivali.
Yeah. He's basically Falco.
He's basically Falco.
I didn't like him when I saw him in the memory. Like, every time you see it, you get to a place with a champion, you see memory. Didn't like him in that. When I got to Valmeadow and I did the fight and he showed up afterwards to talk to me, I absolutely love him as a character. He's so cool. And honestly, I kind of feel like that about a lot of the champions. Urbosa was the only one I feel like I immediately fell in love with.
Oh, yes.
Her, even like Daruk, like the first time I kind of saw him, like, the first thing he's thinking about is, look at all those rocks I can eat. And I was kind of like, all right, man, like, stop thinking with your stomach.
Yeah, I mean, I know one of the first memories I found was the one under Linear Mountain. Where you see where Ganon comes back. And,
right.
And
with the spring
Zelda
power.
has just failed to be able to unlock her power.
Right.
Like that was my first experience with a cutscene for the game, and hearing all these characters for the first time. And I think at the time Mifa's just undefined. I think everybody's undefined. Zelda still felt a little iffy, and Daruk sounded a little iffy. It wasn't until I found more memories with them that I started. Okay, and now I see what they're going with, and I know what these characters are and who they are. I think finding the last memory, one of the last memories first, kind of didn't help the situation. But
think-
once you start seeing it and seeing the progression of these characters as the story went on through the memories, you kind of makes
trying
more
to-
sense.
I think this was the first memory I found. No, it wasn't. That was the second one. The first one was the one that had, this one. So it's like those two are like right next to each other in timeline, but they're also like right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the feeling of like they have a good relationship. Then I found the one where Zelda fucking yells at you for following her around. I think it's like the
Yes.
second or third one, and I'm like, okay.
It's fifth one. It was out there.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, these are out of order.
Yeah,
Aren't
I
they?
know. No, they're actually in order. Like they're like
Oh, are they in order?
they're in order.
Shit, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn, you're right. Yeah, they
They
are.
are in order. Yes.
Yeah, because the champion ones then go like in between all of them.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the last one's the Master Sword one. But it's like, I found those two, like, first, so it's like, they're, like, right smack dab in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, then I see Zelda fucking just blowing up at you. I'm like, okay, what happened between here and here? And, oh, damn, that's a messed up bed.
I mean, she doesn't want to treat her like a child.
I mean, it's like, I understand her to a degree. Because, like,
Like, stop
I
following me
want some
around, you
freedom.
creep.
but it's like, it's also like, calm down, chick. You don't got to be that upfront about it. Did I go in this room?
I need to see that cutscene in Spanish just to see how the sass comes through.
I can only imagine that the sass is glorious, considering it's a Latin Zelda
Yes.
on top of a already sat. All right, hold on. How did I get into this room? Oh yeah, it was up there.
Yeah.
All right, well, easy answer here.
All the scale. Yeah, but
Alright,
you
also,
said
you said there was-
the voice acting I think wasn't as bad as some people made it out to be. Like,
It's-
yeah, Zelda is definitely sticks out.
She sticks out as kind of weird, not bad, just
Not bad,
weird.
just weird. Like, it doesn't really fit
Yeah,
too
but
well.
it's still absolutely like I appreciate having voice acting. I like having voice acting. This guy's kind of
Yeah, but like
Chill,
you
man.
said, it's atmospheric. It really fits in, and it just really gives you a better sense of this world and what's going on. Like, there's a whole new level of emotion in here that we didn't have before in other Zelda games.
right. And
Like
oh,
what's
another
it?
journal.
Skyward Sword had a lot of really cool things. It had a lot of great moments. But
Right.
had it had voice acting, it would have just you would have just felt a lot more in those very crucial moments with Zelda and Link during
Right.
the story.
Sorry, I'm having a sip because my voice is going away.
It's fine.
But speaking of like characters and like things, supporting characters. How do you feel about a lot of those?
I really liked a lot of them.
Like we've seen kind of like village people before. We've seen Goron City had Gorons in it,
Oh yes.
but we've never really seen anyone that steps up to be like a huge like supporting character other than Impa, she's in this game. But then you also get introduced to Pura through her, and then Robbie through Pura.
Yeah.
So
I love Impa's voice. I think Impa's voice acting was still really good.
She again,
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like everything else is so great, and then Zelda just sticks out so hardcore.
Yes, it does.
Maybe
I think maybe because it's like giving a voice to Zelda is probably like giving a voice to Link. It's like, how do you even start approaching the right voice for these characters when you've never heard them before?
right.
Especially because they're they've been around for so long that I mean, Impa's easy. Just give her an old lady voice. Like that's easy.
Yeah.
The king just give him a nice rough deep
Like
voice.
a
and he's
really
fine.
nice and deep, like a royal, like
Yeah.
I am in
like-
command kind of voice.
Zelda, it's difficult because especially here, like she's very independent, very adventurous, very studious. She's not the usual, kind of proper princess. So finding the right voice for that was probably like not easy. I mean, to some extent I understand why they went with the voice they did with her, but I mean it doesn't feel princessy.
Right.
Although, even though it's very clear that she's not trying to be princessy, I don't know. It's weird.
I don't want to be racist against anyone here, but I feel like maybe part of the reason that they picked her for Zelda is just because she had a British accent, and I feel
Actually,
like
she's
a lot
American.
of people
She's American.
She pulls off a really good British. Oh,
I mean, yeah, she pulled in a
Decent.
great British accent, but I
then
mean,
in that case, I feel like maybe don't lay on the British so much because a lot of people feel okay. Well, great. All right, so my left Joy-Con's been fucked for a long time, and now it's just straight up desynced.
I'm sorry.
I feel like maybe the decision to give her the British accent, thinking it would make her sound more regal, maybe might have been the wrong one. And I'm still not.
See, what I've heard
this is getting annoying.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've heard her speak, and her natural voice would not have worked for Zelda.
All right, so maybe it was just weird casting then. Again, what do I know? I'm a fucking 20-year-old making.
It was
a stupid
probably the
YouTube
best
video.
thing they could find. I mean, maybe that's best they could do.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but usually the voice acting was good. The characters, like you said, I like a lot of the supporting characters. I love Impa, I love Paya.
Sorry.
Sidon was awesome. I like seeing the leaders of all these tribes. Because usually like you see these leaders, but they they were very, very forgettable. Like I feel like in these games, some of these leaders were like stand out a little more. Like Ryu kind of stood out. What's his name? Having the King Sora kind of stood out a little bit, especially with
King
Sidon.
Zora was so fucking a giant, just shark-headed fish monster.
Yes.
Sitting on a throne and talking to you like an old friend.
At least
may
this
have
time he
been
didn't
one of the coolest introductions to a character in this game of Fat.
At least you didn't have to wait for him to move.
Oh god, or all the water in the kingdom flowing between his balls.
Yeah.
Like, remember that being in Ocarina of Time? Like, all the water in the kingdom comes from Zora's domain. You go to Zora's
Yes.
domain. Where does all the water from Zora's domain come from? Well, it comes from this lake behind me, and I'm sitting on the waterfall. So everyone's just drinking my ass sweat. It's like, alright, thanks, Zora.
Or swimming in it.
Or that, yeah. It's, I don't know. But, I went to Zora first twice since I started playing on yours until I got my own, and then I went there. So I got introduced to Zora twice. Both times I feel like the Zora introduction, not just with Sidon but with the king, may have been the biggest like wow moment. Because the Rito, they're all kind of just hanging out. You know, it's like you don't really like, you just walk up these stairs, the elders sitting in a hut. The Goron, it's just the boss is in front of his house. Right, it's like there's no like big wow moment with them.
Yeah.
Maybe with the Gerudo, but after the pain in the ass to get inside the town, their introduction was kind of lackluster. Honestly, now hold on, wait a second.
I like the Gerudo introduction. I mean, the whole thing is you have to cross-dress and like find a way in like that. I mean, I find that really, really cool.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Goron and Rito didn't have cutscene introductions for their elders.
I don't.
Because Sidon had a cutscene introduction.
Yes.
Rihu had it, or whatever her name is, had an
She
introduction.
definitely did.
Boss was just like, oh yeah, Boss is over there. And the Elder was like, oh yeah, the Elder's up there. They didn't have any like big
Yeah,
like,
they're the ones that didn't. But I feel that's because in the case of, I think, the Sora and the Gerudo, those people that you were introduced to were like the counterparts to the Guardians, to the champions on present day. So I mean, so it makes sense to emphasize them, because if you notice in the Gorons and I forgot the Rito, they're the descendants, or the pretty much the modern day champions for them were not the tribe leaders,
right?
As opposed to the other two. Well, I mean, Sidon is not the king, but I mean,
Sidon's the
royalty,
prince, but
so-
I'm like, yeah. And I mean, I guess I kind of see that, yeah.
Yeah.
But it does really, it feels a little odd. Oh fuck! I can't get up there, can I? Not from here, at least. I'm trying to think of. Am I missing anything? Oh man, I'm gonna have to come back and explore this place more.
You should take the regular path to get up the castle.
I mean, okay, well.
To get up to Ganon. Fight all those guardians.
Okay,
Plus,
well,
have
how
you found-
far off the regular path am I? Whoop.
I mean, look at your map.
Oh, I'm right by the top of it. Not really.
Yeah, you don't want to just enter like that.
All right,
Oh,
so
there's
if
a path.
I
Just take that path down and then just go up.
what path? The one that's below
there's
me.
a path right below you. Yeah.
Okay, so go down and south off that.
Yeah.
Fuck. I thought you were gone. I hate the flying ones. I don't think
sorry.
I've killed a flying one yet, honestly. Oh yeah, there's a fucking path right there.
Hey, just go down.
Wait, it's this one. And
Yes.
then I head this way. Do I have my... Nope. I want to have these ready. And... Ooh, what's this? Wait. Oh, I was already here once.
Yeah, just keep going.
Oh, no. This is literally like... This is the part... I came out here. I said, oh, I feel like this is a side path. I'm going to go check out where that other way leads. And then
No.
I went back. So, alright, so we've literally accomplished nothing.
I
And,
think
that
if
doesn't
you
look
go
good.
to your, I think you go to your right, there should be like a tower. Something like that. There's like something in there that you might
Oh, wow, that's...
insight.
Alright, those beams look a lot bigger than I thought they did.
Yes, they do. Dunde.
Dunde?
Dunde.
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 And, fuck me.
Is it a tower?
Okay, it's a turret one. Hey,
You just gotta
Hey,
go in,
pop
like,
up.
inside them.
pop, you can what? What did you
Oh,
say?
you could just enter through this window.
Do I want to be in here?
Yeah.
First gate. Fuck me. What the?
Yeah. Hello.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, I had to fight this dude.
Alright, not the way I wanted to jump, but sure. Come on. You finally get to actually watch me fight a Lionel.
Oh yes.
Congratulations. You son of a bitch. I trusted you.
I wanted you to do this.
I mean, these guys are stupid easy for me. So I'm like, there's nothing in it.
Lionels. Lovable characters.
So we discovered something before we started recording,
Yes.
where apparently, hold on, real quick, eat this. Lionels were in the like original concept art of the first Zelda.
Yes, they were.
I never knew that. I never noticed that.
Not
before.
only with that, I mean, they were actually in the game. Like they were not just a concept; they were a thing.
Yeah, I never played the
Enemy you
original
had to
Zelda,
fight.
so
I never had. I cannot play that game. I cannot play the original Zelda. I'm sorry. Like this is the closest I'm ever gonna get to playing it.
Right.
This game.
I mean, you played Ocarina of Time, right?
Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past, yeah, but that
I'm
yeah,
like, Link to the Past, honestly, like that's
about
it's-
as old as I will get with
as
Zelda.
yeah,
games.
as OG as you can get. We're both part of the 3DS Ambassador program, but like that gives us Zelda 1, Zelda 2, like way back from the SNES. I'm SNES, NES.
No, it's NES. Like
But I mean, like they're not super fun. I also, did you know that you can get like you can actually ride on these guys?
oh yes, I know.
You can ride, and after you get on, you can start hitting them from behind. It does a bunch
Yep.
of damage,
It,
basically.
it
free.
doesn't damage your weapon, so it's awesome.
Yeah, free damage. Who doesn't want that? I just died already. That should be it. Yep.
And you got it! Yay!
Again, Lionels are like the easiest things for me to kill these days.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one just, I didn't see it in here. It just felt like it came out of absolutely nowhere. And then, did it not? What the hell?
Yeah.
Where-
Oh yeah, no weapon. Sorry.
That one doesn't drop its weapons?
No.
Horse shit.
Well, he's part horse.
I kind of hate you. All right, hold on. So I can follow this path, right? And then
yes,
I'll put me
just
on.
follow the path. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, this is the main. All right, well that's not good. Are there eyeballs?
Right.
And what's the giant pillars? Are those the things that?
Those are the giant pillars. You know how there's like 4 or 5 pillars around the castle?
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, those things. That's what they are.
So,
They're pretty big.
Um,
Which I will say. Speaking of.
all right, hold on. Can you climb them though? That's a real question.
No.
Oh, they're not
They're
climbable.
slippery surfaces.
It's also raining, so I can't. How do I get past this bit? This is the path that I'm supposed to follow, like the main
Yes.
road.
Yeah. Just the gale, and maybe you can just jump over it. You won't need it that much after this, really.
Oh, there's a. I'm gonna hate myself for this.
Oh,
Alright, which one is this?
You know, there's something I really like about this game is that Now, I'm the type of person that, I mean, I've played a lot of Zelda games, so I wanted to have the most Zelda-like experience while playing this game. So I wanted to finish all the memories. I want to finish as many strands as I could, all the Divine Beasts and all that. Get all the story stuff done before I fought Ganon. But, I mean, you could also play this game without doing any of that.
Right.
Which, I mean, like, I think this has a lot more replayability than I think other Zelda games. Because you could approach this game in so many different ways. Unlike...
Sorry, that's going to give some motion sickness, isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah. Unlike something like, say, like Twilight Princess, where, like, you know, once you beat the game, you beat the game. Like, there's nothing else for you to do.
Alright. Hey, got it. Sorry. I hate these ones because you can't stasis the balloons. Yeah. The ones where they just throw pots in there, you can stasis them, shoot them with an arrow, and then they'll go flying. It's so cool. Hey, 35. I need 80 to get a upgrade into every single one the next time I go. Alright, so I need to get past this bit.
Yes.
Alright, it's my last gale. Luckily, alright, so I've noticed that... Ah, fuck me. A couple things I've noticed is that Daruk's and Rivali's powers recharge super quick. Like, I almost never go...
Actually, those powers recharge...
Oh, they drop down, that's why. Oh.
They recharge quicker inside the castle.
Fuck, this is gonna hurt, this is gonna hurt, this is gonna hurt.
Yes, it's gonna hurt a lot.
Okay, I'm out of range. Alright, come on. Got him in the air.
Ride it.
And then... Alright.
So, you know, before... I mean, we're nearing Ganon now, so... Any... kind of like overall thoughts you have about this game that we haven't touched upon?
Oh, well, okay, let's see what we said. We've said overall story.
Yeah.
Excellent, by the way. Combat.
Oh, we haven't actually talked about the story that much. We talked about the characters, but we didn't talk about the story. Which, I mean, some people complain about the story. I'm like, you know, I feel like it's really good. I don't think it's that bad. It's not The Last of Us.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, it's also, you really should not come into this game expecting The Last of Us.
No, and I will say, like, that trailer, that last, Switch reveal trailer for Breath of the Wild, you know, without the story trailer,
right?
That made it look like the story was gonna be like the most epic thing ever. Which I mean, it isn't. I mean, it repurposed the memories and all that.
I will say one thing real quick. A lot of my complaints that come with this game can be washed away with a single quick little sentence.
Yes.
This is the beginning of them doing a new style of Zelda.
Yes.
This is the Ocarina of Time of this current age of Zelda.
It is.
And you would not have made a lot of complaints about Ocarina of Time if you knew what would happen. Ow. Probably shouldn't have thrown my weapon there.
Later on.
Later on with the series. And I feel like that, in my head, I kind of came to that realization yesterday. Mm-hmm. That honestly excuses a lot of the complaints that I have.
I'm gonna be honest. Now, granted, I mean, I've been talking some negative things about this game, which, by the way, I think it's the same for both of us. We love this game.
I mean, I bought a Switch just to play Zelda. I haven't even gotten Mario Kart 8 yet.
I literally bought this system. On the first moment you could buy a Switch with a Master Edition of Zelda. Because I needed to play this game. Like, I needed to. And I was not disappointed. This is, like you said, the Ocarina of Time of our time.
Yeah, it's like this. Like, you're not going to get the big... Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Where are you coming from?
It's just a giant thing.
There's a maw there. Yeah. Alright, there's the eyeball.
2.
Oh, fuck.
Get away, get away. Shoot it. And you know, keeping that in mind,
fuck you.
For me, this is, you know, and I thought about this before, and after playing this game, and I've had enough time to like kind of thaw a little bit, because, you know, after the initial excitement, this is of course the greatest game ever.
It's like I'm willing to do a second playthrough. I'm going to, of course, this is my first one. I'm going through it right now. By the way, real quick, what is our time for this video?
It's an hour 10.
All right.
It's gonna be. I can divide it in 2 parts.
All right, we can. Do we have any kind of like natural spot where you can actually cut it?
Maybe
the memory.
One of the memories, yeah.
Yeah, we can probably cut it the memory that we watched.
But I mean, to be totally honest with this game, I I loved it. I got chills. I loved practically every moment of playing, every nook and cranny that I found in this game. I was not disappointed. Yeah, there's some things that were not as good as I think as they could have been, and you know, to some extent, I feel some other Zelda games do some other things better than this. Twilight Princess is a much better dungeon crawler than Breath of the Wild is.
Absolutely.
However, Breath of the Wild is by far way better at exploration than Twilight Princess ever was.
Again, it's a lot of it comes down to is what do you want out of a Zelda game?
Yes.
If you're a big exploration guy, you're going to want to play this. If you're in it for the Zelda-style dungeons, why can I not climb? There we go. For Zelda-style dungeons, you're going to find this one a little bit... I made a mistake here.
Yeah.
You're going to find this one a little bit lacking. I'm going to fucking die.
Now, this was... I mean, to me, this was the first time I
Ow.
ever tackled a open-world game to this extent.
I mean, I've played a lot of open world games. I've played Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon 4. I've played Skyrim. I've played there was one game. What was it called?
I mean, an open-world game is not strange to you.
It's like I'm not a stranger to these kind of games, and after you kind of get past the open world part and the game part kind of pops out, it becomes a lot simpler and a lot easier and a lot quicker.
I mean,
Also, I'm about to storm the castle here straight up.
yeah.
Fuck that
Now,
guy.
while the story, I think, is, I mean, it's not the most epic of stories. I think it does a very good job for what it is. I feel that,
So yeah.
overall, this
No,
game
no, 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 no.
it's an example of what Nintendo does best, and that is gameplay.
Fuck.
Like,
I'm down here. I'm down here.
Just the Sora.
Yep.
But I think you know how Nintendo is about gameplay first, and this
And-
game is a prime example of that.
It's. Oh. Nope, not again, not again, not again, not again, not again, not again, not again. Okay, fuck that guy. That
You
was
might,
pure panic if you couldn't tell.
yeah. Okay, now you might want to save here. Now,
Actually, real quick, before I go in.
right? So this idiot's about to fight Ganon for the first time.
Hold on, watch that language there. Because, fuck you. I need something that can heal me.
What are you, Captain America?
I mean, don't we all kind of wish we were Captain America?
In what way?
In the super buff soldier way.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, that's a yes.
Alright, now that
I'm not gay though.
I mean... Alright, well, I'm about to go fight Ganon. We're going to make a separate video out of that, probably.
Yeah.
That, or then he's just going to watch me.
I mean,
walk
I'm
around.
gonna insert it somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, to
But
be
this
honest,
is probably going to be... Either this is going to be one giant hour-long episode, or we're going to probably cut this into, like...
2 smaller episodes.
35 minutes,
40 minutes, maybe.
40 minutes. In any case, depending on which way we go, thanks for watching the second part, or then thanks for watching this one giant mega episode. And in the meantime, we don't have a call-off, do we?
No, we don't.
Keep being you. Be awesome. I don't know. What is, who can we rip off?
The FTBA.
That works. See ya.
Goodbye.